Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and in this video we're going to detail break down the HBC100 Bluetooth unit from UClear. UClear is a new brand of RevZilla.com, and the claim to fame on this Bluetooth communicator, because we've seen great units come out from Cardo, from Cena, from Blue Ant. This is the only one that doesn't have a boom. Notice on the left here I have this RF1100. This is the install. That's it. Connects to the speakers. It's a microphone system built into the speaker that noise cancels and taps into the vibration and sound coming from your jawbone, and that's how it picks up. So this is optimized to work with no boom. For those of you out there that have a long, narrow head shape, that are wearing an Arai profile, or find that whatever helmet you're in doesn't afford you a ton of clearance in the front, this is a phenomenal option. We spent some time riding in these guys, and we, at high weight speeds, found that they did an adequate job. Now, I will notice that before I crack this box open here, there's no external antenna on this. So the range, while something like a Cardo unit's going to give you that full mile or more, the range is going to be a little shorter on this, but it's adequate, it's fine. I find myself in all of the Bluetooth riding scenarios, how often does someone a full mile away, and you're talking to them? Usually if you're riding, you're riding in tandem, you're going to be a few hundred yards or even 500 yards away, and this guy will be fine. So battery time on this guy, you're going to have up to 10 hours of usage time with A2DP Bluetooth streaming for your music or talk time, 2 weeks of standby time. And just like a lot of the other Bluetooth units out there, it's stereo, it's a high fidelity stereo system speaker. It's going to have A2DP, meaning you can control forward and backwards and stop and play of your MP3 player. I actually paired this guy with my iPhone. It works really, really well. And then you're going to have the phone call option through your phone. You have GPS pairability, and then you're going to have the intercom option as well. There's also a walkie-talkie feature on these guys you can use, and that's with a different, I think the HTC 300, it's a slightly different connector that you can buy add-on. But again, it's very streamlined, 199 bucks. So I have it installed here on my RF1100, and I might as well crack the box and show you how to install it. I'm going to do it on my my Bell Star here that I don't have a communicator on currently. So if you come in tightly here on the box, this is what it looks like when it comes. Pull this guy out. Here's my connector. It comes with a subtle charge, but notice the charge is in the back. It's a USB charge, so you can pull this guy off, connect it to the computer, your laptop to charge it. There's also a wall charger as well. They actually developed the UClear for the military. It's a military technology that they found worked really well with the noise canceling, and they've ported it over. So this is what comes in the box. Move this guy to the side, move this guy, give myself a little bit of room to work here. But not having to take into account a boom, it actually is a pretty quick and pretty easy install. So we have our speakers that come right out of the box. There's a Velcro component, or you can use a sticky to install them. And notice if you come in really tightly here, here's the microphone that hits the vibration coming off your head, your voice that captures the sound. And you install these guys with the microphone facing forward. This microphone right here takes the place of the boom. Here are your stickies. Here's going to be your connector for your USB charging. Here's your connector that goes to the outside of your helmet. I'm going to show you. You can connect this guy to the side with the sticky or with the clip, and then here's going to be your wall charger. So I'm going to put everything back that I don't need, and I'm actually not going to install it with the sticky today. Pull this guy in here. I'm going to put my charger, and I'm going to pull this guy over to the side for now. So the two key components I need here, three really, are going to be the clip. Come in here tight. So here's the clip. And there's actually two arms that make this into like a paper clip, but I find that you can just do it pretty easily with your hand. And then you have a sticky, and I'm not going to use the sticky here today either. So here's my Bell Star helmet. As always, throttle hand stays on the throttle when you're working your Bluetooth communicator, so you want to install it on the back left. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to wire my speakers. So the Bell Star, it's nice because it has a speaker cutout. Pull out my cheek pad here. You're going to notice I have a speaker cutout that sits right there. Actually, the speaker cutout on this guy, I took my foam out already. So what I'm going to do is with this guy, you'd put it in, and you'd have it so this microphone is facing forward. So now we have our speaker in. You can see it sits within that rubberized mount that comes with the Bell. I've taken out the foam that comes with it. Put my cheek pad back in here, like so. Cheek pads on these guys are always fun. Snaps on the Bell system. I mean, really, if for those of you watching at home, showing that it's actually more of a pain to get the Cheekpad system back in than it actually was to get the U-Clear in. And there's a couple snaps there as well for this Bell Cheekpad. But notice there's a pocket. Now what I'm going to want to do is, so the U-Clear is going to sit out on the side. You want to leave yourself enough slack to where this guy comes out. But you want to run the other speaker behind the comfort liner. Going to run this guy over here. So now I have my other speaker installed. Notice that I've run the U-Clear wires behind the comfort liner, and now I have my snap or my slider that's going to connect to the controller. What I'm going to do here, make sure I have enough room to operate, pull that guy out, just kind of push gently with my fingers. This will slide right up. It's a rubberized foot here, so this provides a decent amount of grip. And then I'm going to slide this guy from the top down. It snaps on. And there you go. It's that simple. The hardest thing, the most annoying part of this entire install is just you have to take your cheek pads out. Some helmets are easier than not, depending on how the neck roll is done. But you just wire the other speaker right behind the comfort liner, and there you go. I mean, it really takes about 2 minutes to do. Once you have that first speaker connected, just wire that guy across, leave yourself enough slack, and there you go. Now if you want to charge it, you want to take this guy off, you just pull it off the back, slide this out from the top, and there you go. There's your unit. It sits like that. And the cool part is if you ever did want to ride with it, you could tuck this guy right in, right under the neck roll, slide this bad boy off, and unlike some of the competitors that have a screw system that needs to be tightened, you can go back to no Bluetooth unit very, very quickly. So for those of you that are experienced with the Bluetooth units, you can see how easy that was compared to another one. The key step that's being left out here is that when you install another person's Bluetooth system, you have to decide how far back you're going to mount it because the length of the boom is going to come into play. Without that length of the boom, you're really just kind of wiring it and making sure there's enough clearance to connect to the back wire here, and you're good to go. So for $199 for each unit, you're going to get the Boomless system. For those of you, again, that have installed these before, it'll take you less than 5 minutes. For you newbies to the Bluetooth crowd, if this jumps out at you, you're probably looking at about 10 minutes. It all depends on how easily you can get the cheek pads out of your helmet or if you're experienced doing that. We do cheek pads out of helmets all the time here, so I may have made that look really easy, but it really isn't that tough. It's usually a couple snaps and a couple slides to get the cheek pads out of any helmet system. If you have any questions about the U-Clear, give us a shout, 877-792-9455, or see us at RevZilla.com. As always, it's over $39. We're going to ship it for free. If you don't like it, send it back to us in new condition, and we'll give you 100% credit back to your credit card. No restocks ever here at RevZilla.com. And as always, on anything over $100, you're in Team Zilla Cash, which is our loyalty program to be applied to your next order. Thanks for watching RevZilla TV today. Again, this is the U-Clear Bluetooth system, the HBC100. We'll see you next time at RevZilla.com.